So ex-Swindon Town player and former Forest Green Rovers manager Dave Hockaday joins me now on Your Sports Swindon. Dave, thanks for joining us today. Here we are in the Swindome to talk about your new exciting project. Do you want to tell us more about that?
18 months ago I met the chairman of Swindon Supermarine, Jez Webb, and he showed me a plot of land at the back of the ground and said I'd like to do something. And to cut a long story short, I suggested on top of his 3G he puts a dome. And he's obviously thought about that, and he's now had built the best facility I've seen. And on the back of that you can hear the builders kindly in the background banging away. But there's a two-storey building as part inside the dome, which has got changing rooms, toilets, a gym, treatment rooms. It's got a cafe area, lounge area, facility for a classroom, other things as well, an office. So it's something that I haven't seen before at any level. So that's the story so far as regards putting the dome up. What we're trying to do is help the first team, but what my passion is technical development of boys and girls of all ages, of all religions, of all whatever. So I'm passionate about putting right some of the wrongs in the English game. So my pet hate is seeing young teams get together and it's all about winning and kicking the ball long, and and it's like fight instead of let's get the ball down and pass. And to do that you need to have master of the basics, which is how do I create space, how do I control a ball, how do I, what part of the body am I going to, where do I put it, have I got a picture, where am I going to pass it to, where am I going to move to create space for myself and others. I can go on, you can probably gather. So I'm really going to be an independent coach, and we'll invite boys and girls from 5 up to 16 to be coached here in this perfect environment. No rain, no wind, no flooding, no nothing. We can guarantee this environment, whatever's going on outside, perfect coaching environment inside, and we're going to educate them in the basics in an enjoyable, fun atmosphere. We'll educate them in the basics of football.
So this is the Dave Hockaday Football Academy that it's being called.
Yep.
So how exciting is it for you to put your name on something like this and be able to use these facilities?
I've been waiting for something like this for a long time. After playing for 20 years and having a reasonable career, and I made the very most of what I had as a player. I wasn't really coached in the basics, I just learnt along the way. I was a limited player, I was honest, I was a good athlete. Notice I'm concentrating on my good points, not my bad points. We haven't got it long enough for that. But I'm passionate about the basics, and when I finished, I then, over 20 years ago, I set up the Cirencester Football Academy, the very first of its kind ever, and it became the blueprint for every college academy out there, and really for the football academy system in the pro game, which I'm really proud of. I've always wanted to go back to this. My background, but my passion is about development. So whether I've been at youth level or first team level, I always want to come off the pitch thinking my team have played better than the opposition. We've had more passes. I had the best 2 or 3 players. I can't help it, that's the way I am. So I've always wanted to do this, and Jez putting up this great structure has given me the opportunity, an incredible opportunity, to set up something different, and it will be different. We're very passionate about how we want to coach, but we want everybody to have access to it. And I keep on saying it, we are independent, so I'm not going to set up teams on the back of this. So any boy or girl from any team or non-team can come here. We're not going to steal them. They can go back to their teams and play for them on a Saturday or a Sunday, wherever, but through the week we will coach them the basics, and hopefully football, grassroots football in this area will benefit. So in years to come, hopefully I'll be able to see somebody checking the shoulder, threatening one way, getting the ball in other, and going, they've been to my academy. So that's what I'm all about.
Great, so an exciting time for you, but also an exciting time for Swindon Supermarine, because not only is this an opportunity for kids to come over at the school holidays to just vent some steam and get some coaching, but also it's an opportunity, if they're good enough, they could actually find themselves in the Supermarine squad eventually.
Yeah, what I do know is that there has to be a pathway. It's no good going somewhere and that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to work for up to the under 16 level. We'll work alongside school terms. So every school holiday there will be football camps here where 9 till 3 parents can drop their children off and we'll look after them and coach them, and multi-skills as well as football. Every evening, midweek, through the school terms, we'll be putting on the clinics for probably under 6s to under 16s. What we're also going to do is the very best of them. We are already looking for the best under 16s boys and girls, and on the Wednesday we're going to do trials for the under 16s boys, and we'll be looking to get the girls involved as well. And then September we'll be opening up a football academy here, so it'll be based here. There's classrooms behind us, there'll be classrooms elsewhere, so they'll get an education both on and off the field of play, and the best of those will then go and play hopefully for Swindon Supermarine and beyond, like they did in my previous life many years ago. So there's a pathway. So it's not, why do I come here? Well, you come here to enjoy yourself. You'll improve your social skills, your teamwork skills, your communication. You'll get healthier and fitter. All the benefits that we'll see from that. But also there is a pathway for the elite people to go. And elite, by that, they don't have to be footballers. They could be referees, they could be coaches, become coaches for my setup. They can become match analysts, they can help with the marketing and the IT. I mean, it just goes on and on. Ground staff, helping maintain the surface, helping maintain the first team football pitch. I want people to come through this system and at the end of it have opportunities, have enjoyed themselves, have learned so much, and look back and think, right, on the back of that, I have options in life. And that's what I think the young people of today deserve, and I think we let them down on that a lot of the time.
Well, this sounds like an incredible setup, and actually something that many would associate with top-level professional football, but Supermarine aren't at that level yet. So how exciting is that for this level of football as well, to see that kind of pathway? Yeah,
I think what we want to do, I believe what we want to do is something special. We don't want to just make money from this so Jez can pay for whatever. We want to do it for the right reason. We want to create a culture here, we want to create a positive environment here, and attract the right people here, so that in time the first team, which is the flagship, aren't pulling this facility up. We're actually, my academy, my clinics, my camps, are pushing the football team up. So, you know, if the first team, who are third in the league at the moment, get 2 promotions, they're in the National South, and a lot of teams in that are pretty much full time. So it's getting serious. A lot of teams get there and go, what do we do now? Well, as and when Swindon Supermarine get there, they've got this structure underneath, so they've got a system in place which is underpinning it, which is making them stronger and stronger, and hopefully a lot of the students coming through will end up playing for Swindon Supermarine, and hopefully they will then go on into the pro game and beyond if they're good footballers, or they'll become top class referees, or they'll go and work at Arsenal as a ground staff or whatever, you know, match analyst at Liverpool. So again, it's the opportunities we can give the children that are coming here, but also it's helping Swindon Supermarine, because it's the second biggest team in Swindon. Swindon's a massive place. I'm Swindon town through and through. I love the football club, but there is room for another football club, and why shouldn't it be Swindon Supermarine, especially with this fantastic facility?
Definitely that, yeah. So from a personal point of view then, is this something that you're going to be seeing through all the time, or is this something you're waiting until you get the next opportunity in management or in the next higher levels of football?
No, this is what I'm about. I'll be here as much as I can be. Whether I'm here 24/7, I don't know. It depends how successful it is, if people come flooding through. But if there are other opportunities available to do with development, then I'm interested in that. But my base is here, my beautiful wife's from here, I live nearby. You know, this is where I've been based for a long time. This is where I'm going to stay. This is where I love. This is where I have the closest affinity to, and I want to make a difference here. And if I make a tiny little splash and help a number of children, then I'll be very, very happy.
Brilliant. It certainly sounds like you're going to do that. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.